Alright, guys and gals, we are on Grim Hex right now. We are going to fly into the asteroid belt that's around Grim Hex, and we're going to try to find some panels to
Welcome
scrape.
to the aUEC Vehicle Retrieval System.
So, we need to get our Drake Vulture out.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit.
5. For this, you really don't even have to bring any equipment other than a spacesuit and your helmet, just in case. You know, sometimes maybe your ship will blow up, you'll hit an asteroid, or your ship will just spontaneously combust. Had it all happen, and if you don't want to lose any of your gear, you don't really need to bring any. Head in through the cargo bay, go up the ladder. Now we're going to have to refill our fuel, our hydrogen, all that, because I am actually recording this video backwards. I did the scraping part first, the how to find the panels part last. So let's refuel real quick. If you don't know how to do this, bring up your Moby glass, go to landing. You'll see here all the services you may need. We didn't take any damage, don't need to repair, we don't need to restock on ammo. We do kind of need to restock on quantum fuel and hydrogen.
Quantum fuel is at
So as long as this doesn't bug out or take too long, I think we can do this. Alright, whatever, we're fine. Well, let's go.
Complete.
That was going to take way too long to do. So as always, careful getting out of your designated hangar. Bring down your landing gear. Avoid the things. Don't hit the stuff, you know. So what we're going to actually do is I'm going to bring up my scan mode. I'm going to scroll down on my mouse wheel. And what that does is it moves the pierce power up and down. 0% means your scan will be way more general and less specific. And it will kind of is less accurate, but it'll capture or scan a wider range here. So we have something that's 9.7 kilometers away, and what we're looking for are numbers RS signatures in the multiples of 2,000. So 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, etc. So I'm going to hit my tab button, which is going to send out a scan, and we'll get to looking for any signatures. And I don't know why, but sometimes they just don't pop up. Sometimes this takes a while. So what you want to look out for is sometimes this this marker icon that you see here, this guy, it will turn into a drill. So that means it is like an ore deposit. Cycle in and out of scan mode with V as in vector, and see if we can scan these to get them to tell us a number. Ooh, okay, so there's a 2,000 guy. So 1,200, this is 2,000, it's 12 kilometers away. Alright, so as you can see, I got my scan here, and I have a bunch of these markers. It means that there's a possibility that we have a bunch of panels here. I don't know what my scanner is picking up, but it's picking up something. So let's get closer. And keep in mind, starcitizen is not perfect, right? So we'll see these pop up, these markers pop up here. Sometimes the panel won't load in until after you fly by it already. So we'll see what happens. So it seems like we're getting closer. Probably 2 kilometers away at this point. I'm just gonna kind of slowly make my way through here. Oh, you saw that? We just passed one. So let's make a quick U-turn here, and we have a panel right there. Let's hit L to turn on our light, and we're here. Now, what you're going to see next is not exactly this panel, because I've already, like I said, gone backwards, and I scraped first, and then I showed you how to find the panels. And I am around Grim Hex here in the asteroid belt. And I'm actually going to right-click to change to the tractor module, as you can see on the top left there. I'm going to grab it, I'm going to hold R, and I'm going to spin it for a better visual representation of what we got here. So think about this as pressure washing. So we are pressure washing the paint off of this panel here. So I'm going to make sure by using my right mouse button, so right click, that we're on the scraper module. And I'm just going to kind of move my mouse around, move the cursor around, and as you can see, on the left and the right of the middle here, in on my HUD, you can see various numbers. So like right now, on the left it says 49%, and it dropped down to 12, 13 or so as I'm moving around here. That's how much material is in this spot. So if I don't move my mouse at all, it's going to reduce the percentage or the amount of material in that one spot because we're sucking it in, right? So I'm going to go to somewhere that has 100%. So right here, right now, in this spot, there's 100% of the material available. I'm going to left click, not touch my mouse, and as you can see, it's dropping really rapidly. 10% on the left, 15% on the right, and if we move our cursor somewhere here where we haven't touched, it's going to do the same thing. Start at 100% and drop very rapidly down. One thing I did want to show you, you can hold left Alt while you're scraping here, and move your mouse wheel up or down, and it's going to bring your down brings your scraper beams closer together, and up moves them apart. So maybe you want to cover more ground, as you can see here, and be less pinpointed on one spot. You have the ability to do so. So we're just going to go up and down here. I'm actually going to bring my scraper arms back together so I can scrape in a more centralized location. So as you can see now, our filler station is full. I'm going to turn off our lights, and I'm going to turn off our engines. And we're going to head to the back. Make sure you have your rusty tractor beam here. That's the med gun. Okay, there's our tractor beam. Our multi-tool, excuse me. You will, of course, want the tractor module in your multi-tool. If you don't have this, you can actually craft them. So I have the Pyro multi-tool, and you can also craft the attachment. The caveat here is you need construction materials, which you usually get from... Actually, I don't remember the word for it. There's a mode on the Vulture where you can, like, explode ships, and you can suck the materials into your ship. I forget what the heck it's called. Alright, so let's get to it. We'll go back to Depot, hit auto-eject, and let's go. So what it's going to do is we have 13 of 12 boxes to create, and it's going to process them here. And we are snapping the cargo to our grid. Sometimes this doesn't work if your ship may be bugged or Star Citizen is just being Star Citizen. Sometimes this cargo snapping doesn't exactly work. So I'm going to go ahead and do all these, and we'll do the magic of television, as they say. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, magic of television, or editing, I guess in this case, has been completed, I now have all 13 of my boxes here. One thing I did want to point out is that, yes, there's this cargo grid here, but it stops in this area. So this is the cargo grid. Anything in between or inside of this yellow line and this, I guess, silver line. So that's the cargo grid, but there is this nice little walkway where you can put a few boxes as well. So keep that in mind. You can fill your back here, your cargo bay, and then you can go scrape more and keep it in your internal storage and be ready to process more of it after you unload this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and sell this before the servers crash, which they do often. If you're new to Star Citizen, just know that, or if you're a veteran of Star Citizen, I would sell your cargo before you lose it. That's just me. Anyway, all right, so we've made it to Grim Hex. I got my landing gear down. Don't forget to do that, of course, when you're landing anywhere. You know, I've forgotten plenty of times. All right, we are down. So, as always, turning off the power. Now, if you are like me and you put a few boxes in your cargo bay in that walkway, you can go out the door here. So you don't have to deal with moving any of that. Just go out the door, do yourself a favor, close the door behind you so that no one can steal our stuff. Now, what we need to do is you need to store your ship.
Welcome to the aUEC vehicle retrieval system.
So I'm going to store my vulture. Now, let's pray to whatever god we believe in here. Star Citizen god, any god, doesn't matter who, doesn't matter what. That the server hamsters don't die, that our cargo doesn't disappear, that our ship didn't get destroyed like mine did recently when I hit the store button. Let's see. Hit the main concourse because we were just at the lobby. Take a right out of the elevator, take a left into the admin area. Here, go to this admin door, and we're at the commodity shop. Now, one thing to note here, unless I'm wrong, is that the commodity shop on Grim Hex. Hey, shut up. The commodity shop on Grim Hex will buy things for slightly less than if you were to go to anywhere else that has a TDD. So, my inventory and my Drake Vulture, I have 13 SCU of recycled materials, RMC. So, we're going to hit sell, 140,000-ish. For, I'm going to say 25 minutes worth of work, if that. And we got another 2 SCU here. 25,000. So as you can see, I started out at 716,000 aUEC, and now I have 880. So how much did we make? Y'all do the math. I'll probably put the number right up here because I suck at mental math. But I think it's pretty easy, pretty safe to say that this is a great way of making money. You need a Drake Vulture, make your way to Grim Hex, and scan the asteroid belt to find wrecks that are in where the scan number on the right side in your scanning mode says is multiples of 2,000. So 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, 12,000. Etc. I don't think it goes any higher than 12,000, but I could be wrong. Thanks for watching, and I hope y'all make as many space dollars as you possibly can.